I'm here doing yet another video. This is the calm before the holidays. What's the calm before the holidays? Well, it's the day before Christmas Eve, actually. And sometimes it feels a little more social, a little more typical. Sometimes. We want to let you know what do you need to look for tomorrow and Sunday and Friday as well, as the holiday season really starts to get going, and this is the holidays. Don't worry, we will be keeping you covered throughout that time. In fact, so our sponsors will be there, and they'll be helping us out. Hope you may see them, you may hear them, but we'll be keeping you covered. Here's what you need to look for the holiday season. Alright, let's quickly let you know about what's going on in Norwalk right now, because we do have some intense holiday activity, some black showing up right now. We get our tracker in Norwalk right now. We are following after the house explosion. There was so close to the holidays, this could lead for a rough holiday season, more intense, not necessarily because of the trouble that's happening, because we're looking for the risk of a lot of people are coming together, and that could make an odd spirit come around, and that could be very intense, and we can't even rule out, an isolated possible miracle as well occurring. That is in Norwalk, where you see that black coloring. Now let's show you the other parts of the state right now. You can see, just as we had another time, actually, and now let's put on our religion overlay here, and you can see a lot of the intense activity right around those shopping centers where last minute shoppers are hitting out. But what do we need to look for in the holiday season for about tomorrow or so? Well, that's some very intense holiday activity now moving in. It will be happening tomorrow. I think blacks, whites, everything. We will have our sponsors, as I said earlier. They're gonna be in here in the holiday tracking center tomorrow. So I think in the morning, this is usually the time when the last sort of typical things happen, and it might not feel like the holidays yet, but as you head towards afternoon, that's when some of the depression moves in. And everything happens, and we can see some abstraction. And of course, don't get me started about midnight on the holidays. So, in fact, we're going to be doing updates sort of like this, that I just want to let you know. We're getting ready for tomorrow. We're going to have our sponsors in. You'll hear from them. We'll do a big update and an enthusiastic update, especially as we get closer and closer to the midnight hour. That is when we run the risk for the most abstraction. So the most abstraction activities probably occur between 10 and 1 a.m. in the morning on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. The big hoopla should occur during the holiday morning. So once again, Christmas Eve, still going to be rough. That's when you're going to feel the most depression, the most abstraction, and the highest risk for miracles occurs, especially in the evening, night, and especially at midnight. We made you a special report at midnight. In fact, I am going to make sure we do it, no matter how quick. I will get that uploaded for you tomorrow at midnight. We'll do a quick update showing you what is supposed to happen. This won't be a tracking update, but then Christmas Day, the morning hours between especially 6 a.m. and probably noon or 9 a.m. we run the risk for the most hoopla. It's going to be very exciting and things like that, along with the continued depression. And we will be actually telling you a little bit about the Walt Disney Parade. That happens, and we'll be showing you tracker. Don't keep in mind, holiday morning, we're doing tracker, and we'll be showing you the Disney Parade. Afternoon, that could be just whatever, start to get better. We usually don't start to see it clear in the holiday season till about 5 p.m. and that night on the holidays. And luckily at this point, remember what could make it worse. I think the white Christmas, or the snow on the ground, will make the holidays worse. But luckily, we were watching for a possible storm that could have brought snow on Christmas, so that would not have been good. But now it looks like, first of all, an ice storm's going to move in. That storm's tracking off to the west, going to bring in more of an ice situation, and that not a snow situation. We were watching that earlier. We thought and now it's going to be coming in later on in the holiday season. So this is going to look like a lot of the holidays we've seen in previous years, and it's going to be 27 degrees at our present opening time, and where we head outside, and we're going to show you maybe a little bit outside during the holiday season. We'll have updates throughout, don't worry, but let's get back to Tracker and show you. So that is what we need to worry about here. And now be on the lookout for some intense emotional, I think, especially throughout the state, because all Connecticut Guardsmen are home for the holidays. Something like that. The troops have come home, so that could lead for some more intense emotions. But don't worry, we'll keep you covered on all that. Tomorrow we'll have our sponsors in, so and we're getting ready. So this is a quick update on what's going on. But Tracker, you can see very intense activity occurring, some religion going on. We'll show you the religion down in Norwalk, where we said we have that possible intense activity, and then also some intense religion in the northeastern part of the state. So there you go. That's it. Didn't have enough time to do a thorough update, but I think you've got the basic idea of what we need to worry about. So that's it.